Welcome back. 7 juveniles are suspected of breaking into at least 8 churches and 2 elementary schools in Moses Lake over the past few weeks. Officers responded to a church Thursday night in the 400 block of East Brown Street after witnesses reported 2 suspects fleeing after the alarm was activated. The witnesses were able to provide descriptions of the suspects, and 2 juvenile males were arrested, according to the Moses Lake Police. Several more burglaries were reported the next morning in the same area. Police were able to connect 7 juvenile males between the ages of 12 and 15 in a total of 13 burglaries, 1 attempted burglary, and 4 malicious mischief cases. They are suspected of being responsible for at least 2 burglaries at both Garden Heights and Lakeview elementary schools and at least 8 churches in the area of East Nelson Road. The suspects were booked into the Grant County Juvenile Detention Facility. Ephrata residents should check to see if their trees and shrubs interfere with sidewalks and roads. City staff asked property owners to cut back overhanging branches, overgrown shrubs, and other plants to make sure they aren't creating problems for drivers and pedestrians. Property owners are responsible for making sure that drivers can see oncoming traffic when they are approaching an intersection, people can walk on the sidewalk without impediment, and vehicles, including large school buses, can drive down the road. In Northwest news, as our weather is getting a little colder with autumn returning, we can be happy to see blue skies and even clouds. In western Washington, the rain returned and turned streets into virtual rivers in Seattle's Belltown neighborhood. Our cameras found cars making waves as they drove through First and Denny. The rain lifted iron covers off manholes in Belltown, turned manholes into geysers in Capitol Hill, and flooded a Seattle school. Wednesday was supposed to be the first day of class at Fairview Christian School in Seattle's Maple Leaf neighborhood, but instead students stayed home and school officials will try to clean up a big mess left behind by flooding toilets, sinks, and drains. A pair of thieves targeted a wheelchair-bound couple, making off with a tablet. In an interview, the victim explains why she thinks the suspects have bigger problems than she does. For KCPQ, David Rose reports.
I was mostly angry because they scared me and made me feel unsafe.
Carolyn isn't worried about her stolen Samsung Nook tablet. She's worried about you.
I just think that if they'll target me, they'll target anyone.
She and her husband are living with cerebral palsy. They visit Northgate Mall often, where she works on Christian book reviews and huddles with him to talk.
He's kind and thoughtful and funny.
They were enjoying a Friday afternoon together when the 2 guys you see here on surveillance video started watching them. Carolyn took notice.
I didn't want to engage them because they were kind of scary looking.
She was right. You can see the suspect in the red t-shirt lingering across from them. He's quickly joined by another guy in a black coat with a hoodie, long gray pants, and a ball cap. They talk for a few minutes, and then the guy in black walks off screen. Seconds later, red t-shirt strikes, ripping her tablet right out of her hands. Here it is again in slow motion. Why did they pick the wrong person to go after?
Because I'm not going to lay down and take it. I'm going to fight back the best I can.
When somebody targets somebody like you, despite your beautiful heart, it makes us all angry because you can't chase after them.
If they stole from me, they've got bigger problems than I do.
Carolyn has forgiven the 2 young men. You really feel sorry for these people. You feel like they have it worse off if they're willing to stoop to doing something like this.
Yes, I do.
She had all of her work backed up, and her husband bought her a new tablet. She's telling her story, though, because she's worried these thieves won't stop, and their next victim might be you. We are going to do everything we can to get these guys caught and make them face justice.
Please do. I'd feel much safer if they were caught.
And that's going to do it for us here at iFIBER 1 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.